Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another 7-star unit review. And today, I decided to put on some different music to make it a little more interesting. And I absolutely love Final Fantasy VIII music. Oh, it just gives me goosebumps right now hearing it. Makes me actually want to play the game again, and I still have to finish Mario before I think about playing another game. So today we are here to review Squall. And Squall is definitely an interesting unit that has had, some people saying some nasty things about him, and I don't think that that's fair. But you know what? Let's actually talk about it, because I just got a comment from someone and it totally broke my stride. Yeah, I think it's important that we actually let's give it a fair shake and see what we think on both sides. And I will make my argument and you will make your argument. So first, let's take a look at Squall. First of all, building up from his lower form to his higher form, his 7-star form has an absolutely beautiful effect to it, with the feathers floating up, very reminiscent of the opening of Final Fantasy VIII, and the Griever shadow in the background is awesome. That aura of Griever. It doesn't matter if Squall did not get his ring. That is probably his super TMR. For now, seeing Griever in his sprite is awesome. Other than that, the attention to detail is great. He has his scar, he has his jacket. It looks just the way I wanted it. I love the look of this unit. His battle stance is really, really good, exactly like it was in the game. It just screams power and fierceness. And of course, you get to see that ching, just like we hit R1 on our PlayStation controllers so many damn times. Charging magic? It's okay. I like that the animation speeds up a little bit. And casting looks pretty cool too. But of course, the big deal is his limit break, which is Lionheart. We've been waiting. All of us have been waiting for this limit break to show up. We all knew it was going to happen. We all knew that he would have it. And here it is. It is so fantastic to finally see this in the game. And it is visually awesome to see it. I wish that it would kind of knock enemies up into the air, but again, that's probably messing too much with the game code. And as we know, Alum has a really bad time recently with the game code. Seriously, don't, Alum. Don't do it. It was just something I wanted. I don't need it. I don't need this game to be broken for another month. That got really serious. His victory pose, reminiscent of exactly how it was in the game. And his injured and dead pose, pretty good too. Absolutely love it. So let's cut to the chase because we have a lot to talk about. As you can see what my Squall is immune to: poison, dark, blindness, sleep, paralysis, and stone. Pretty good things, only confusion remains an actual problem. So let's talk about abilities. There's a lot of abilities to get through. Actually, no, let's talk about equipment first. Now, as many of you saw on my stream of when FF8 came out, I basically TMR mastered him right then and there, and it's for good reason too. His TMR is quite possibly the best, no, I actually think it is the best dual hand weapon in the game right now. 140 attack, great sword, with an actual skill only for Squall, where he gains 2 LS per turn, basically limit crystals. It's two-handed weapon, so it is a true dual hand weapon, and it gives 50% accuracy and a damage variance of 1 to 1.6 times. Quite nice. I really absolutely love this. It is so nice to see Lionheart in the game, and it is a really cool weapon for true dual hand units. And it's nice to see true dual hands actually getting, just a little bit more attention. It feels really, really good. So what else? Let's actually take a look at what I have equipped so you can see how it's built. Now, I have never gotten a Cloud, even though I have Cloud's armor on him. Basically, he has a 28 attack bonus from the hat, 15 attack bonus from Cloud's armor. He has Elfried's TMR because I was lucky enough to get one of her. Though, screw Cloud because I never got one of him. He gets 30 attack from Ifrit's Claw. Some people have said this is not very good anymore, but I disagree. 30 attack, that's just good stats. At least until I get Dash's thing. Anyway, getting off track. I've given him Great Sword Mastery as well as some HP plus 20 and some attack plus 30. Some HP plus 20% and a Great Sword bonus as well as 30%. And I believe that is... I believe that is actually Core's TMR. So, a very moderate build. Obviously, you could do much better if you have Cloud's TMR. I just got a Nal who has a TMR that will benefit true dual hand units, so that is good news. And as you can see, just from right now, he actually has 1500 attack. That's really good for a chain finisher, and I am nowhere near the max potential of this unit. But in the meantime, 9,838 HP, 530 MP, and a fairly good amount of defense and spirit for someone who is basically a physical DPS unit. And as you can see, I've been working very hard to fully give him as much attention to potting as I could. Probably not the best term for it, but anyway. Fair amount to HP, he's just about to cross, he will easily cross the 10,000 HP. MP, he's max, but 530 MP is a lot. 1,500 attack is not even close to what you can get out of this unit if you have better TMRs than I do. 336 defense, and that's going to go up to about 400. That's pretty insane for a damn DPS unit. Now let's talk about the limit break real quick, because we have a lot to talk about. First of all, I have it up to a level 27 out of 30, so it's almost fully maxed. And this limit break is insane, I think anyway. You can all disagree with me, it's fine. But at max, at minimum, at a 7-star, it is a 900% single target, 17 physical hit. And it's a really long one. Ignore 50% defense, so basically 1,800. But at max, it is 1,050% single target, 17 hit physical attack. Ignore 50% defense, meaning it is a 2,100%. That's a lot. And the last hit hits really hard, so that is incredible. Oh, I love that limit break. I really, really, really do. So let's actually talk about Squall's kit really fast before we go in and demo him, because that's the fun part. If I can actually get to the right spot. Yeah, here we go. Let's talk about this. So first of all, he gets Rough Divide, a 270% one-hit physical attack. Nothing wrong with that. 30% to defense and HP, and 50% to MP. That's really good. Basically, his Seed ability gives him a lot of extra MP, which is good. You don't have to worry about him running out quite so quickly. We'll talk about that in a second. A 36 MP Fated Circle attack, which is an AoE, 375% damage to all enemies. That's what AoE means. Very nice. Charisma from my father. This ability is actually really, really cute. Really, really cute. But he gets a 100% Poison, Blind, Paralyze, and Petrify resist, and 40% to Spirit. That's just awesome. If it had Confusion, it would be perfect, I think. It's incredible. I absolutely love this to death. This is just great. If we can find a way to get Confusion resistance on him, yeah, bulletproof. He also has an ability, and this is really, really cool. He has Draw. It's a 16 MP ability that removes magic debuff from an ally and apply to self. that's actually really, really cool. First of all, it helps to support Renoa, who is a magic damage dealer, but Squall's magic stat doesn't matter. So not only that, but it also gives him a self 3-turn 120% attack bonus. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I forgot to mention that his limit break does take about 29 to 24 crystals to fully charge. Okay, he has the Junction ability, which gives him a limit break fill rate of 50% and gaining 1 limit crystal per turn. So with his sword, he's gaining 3 crystals automatically per turn. That's pretty cool. Now we have a series of actual abilities. I've been talking way too much and I'm way too tired. He has Flame, Wind, Thunder, and Light Bullet. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't give him any elemental imbue. That would be nice, but they are 225% single target, 5 hits at 7 frames, and they reduce fire, and they are considered a fire. Hey, they actually are their elemental attacks. Unfortunately, it doesn't give the element to other attacks, but it also reduces those resistances for fire, wind, thunder, and light at 60% each. That's really good to support other units. Basically, Squall can do other things. He can reduce resistance. He can take away a magic debuff. So, you know, a Renoa who has a 300% magic boat, so if she gets debuffed, you can just take that debuff away, give Cloud a bonus. They can chain, 2 tornado users can chain together, and Squall can just punch them in the face, which is what Squall does. It's a nice kit to have. The Sharp of the Gun, which might be a bad translation, 50% attack when equipped with a gun. Lionheart's not a gun. Moving on. A Solidarity of a Young Lion. 20% chance to counter with a Lonely Young Lion and 20% chance to counter with a Lonely Young Lion. Max 1 of each. Not sure if it's countering physical or magical. But what it is a 1 turn plus 120% attack and self 1 turn 15% damage reduction. Basically, he gets hit, he can take care of himself a little bit, and he makes the next one harder to do. His 48 MP, nope, not yet, I missed one. User of the Gunblade, 25% accuracy and 100% when equipped with a 2-handed weapon. Basically, his limit, or his TMR, gives him an extra 100% bonus to attack. 100% bonus to attack and 25% accuracy is great. I'm not even going to talk anymore about it. His next ability is 48 MP and it's called Blasting Zone, a 200% AoE 1-hit physical attack, ignoring 50%, so 400% total. And trust me, it hits hard. Keen Edge, a 52 MP, 275% 2-hit physical attack, ignore 50% defense. It's my favorite. I love Keen Edge, although I think it had a different name when it was over here. Basically, that's a 500% 2-hit attack, and we'll save it for a second. I'm just going to move this so you know I'm still here. So what else do we have? Oh my god. The meaning of a big sword. Who comes up with these names? 50% attack when equipped with a great sword. Basically, by equipping his TMR, he's giving himself 150% extra to attack. That's insane. Knight, but now we get into his actual 7-star ability. So his Trust Mastery ability is the Sorceress's Knight. This is a really cool one. Use Knight of the Witch, a 10% magic mitigation. So basically, he actually is always a little more sturdy against magic, which is really nice. It also gives him a limit burst fill rate of an extra 50% and an extra 30% to attack. He really likes to boost his own attack, doesn't he? But here's one of the best ones. This is one of the things that true dual hand units absolutely need. Continuous Sword. It allows him to use 2 abilities in a turn, whether they be Rough Divide, Faded Circle, Blasting Zone, Keen Edge, Flame Bullet. I'm pretty sure it's actually Flame Bullet, not Flame Barret. Anyway. Flame, Thunder, Wind, or Light. You can use all of these abilities 2 times in a turn. That's what we need. That's what we need. Now the next ability is an ability I absolutely love. Let's just bring it up if I can find it. Now I love this ability, I actually really do, because it gives an extra 10% to attack, defense, magic, spirit, HP, and MP when equipped with an Esper. That's really good. Just more stat bonuses for everything. Just for equipping an Esper, which you're going to do anyway. He gets an extra 20% added to his defense, because more defense is always good. And his ultimate, Lion Excited. Maybe Lion Exceed is a better English name for it. It is a 60 MP, 3-turn cooldown ability, not available on turn 1. Self-dispel all debuffs, self 100% HP and 50% MP recovery, and self plus 30 limit break crystals. Think you know how much I love this ability. It basically gives him his limit break right away. Feels good. Feels good. Now, a lot of people have talked about Squall being basically just... His main problem is that his TMR just doesn't give him any element immune into most of his attacks, and they're quite right. And the other thing too is that he doesn't have any natural killer abilities. That's what's GFs. That's why we have these Espers. 3-star Espers are starting to get more and more killer abilities and better killer abilities. So really, I don't think Squall needs killer abilities. I don't think that's a weakness of him, especially because he gets an extra 10% from equipping an Esper. So really, it doesn't affect him as much. And this is with, right now, I have this equipped. I have Diablos equipped, who is not the best attack unit you can have. Right now, it's Ifrit, but still, it means that there is some flexibility in Squall. But I do agree that his not being able to really have an element to most of his attacks does hurt him a bit. So let's actually demonstrate him. But hold on. I think we need to... I don't think this music's quite good enough. Let's find some battle music real quick. It's just not quite right. Okay, now we can continue. No, we can't. Hold on. I have something for this. Give it a second. Give it a second. Wait for it. Okay. 'Tis a sad day for us. All right, well, I will see you in part 2, because this review has already gone for 20 minutes, and we're going to break it up a little bit. Also because the server has crashed yet again. Anyway, we will be back in, well, for you almost instantly, for me a little bit later, and we will finish showing off Squall. Till then, folks, damn you, Alum.